If you love Danmei, this video is for you. I'm gonna be talking about my favorite Danmei reads of 2025. Hello everyone, it's Maria here. Happy New Year and welcome to 30 Days of BL, a new series I created for us to celebrate what we love the most, this beautiful world of BL, to celebrate our favorite gay couple. We've been talking about BL manga, manhwa, Danmei, anime during all these days. So if you love obsessing over BL as much as I do, please subscribe and join me in this journey. We are in day 10 today and it is pretty cold, as you can see. So grab your blanket, sit, stay comfy, because today we're gonna be talking about the best Danmei I read during 2025. 2025 gave me so many unforgettable Danmei reads. And today, as I said, I'm gonna be sharing the one that meant the most to me. So if you're looking for new titles to read, please grab your pen and paper, your phone, and make sure you takes note. First of all, I want to start by saying that different titles are gonna be in order of which one I started reading the first till the last one. And we are starting with one series that I truly love. Until today, I still feel that it is pretty undervalued. I'm talking about Remnants of Health. I know that you probably have heard about Erha, or The Husky and His White Cat Too Soon, and actually the author behind Erha, it is the same behind Remnants of Health. I'm talking about Mid-Bang. Mid-Bang doesn't eat meat, and if you're already familiar with her work, you probably can guess that yes, Remnants of Health, it is another tough series to go through. This author just loves to put us through suffering. I'm laughing because it is true. Yes, so please be aware, it's gonna be a roller coaster of emotion. Again, this series, this Danmei has one of my favorite tropes, which is enemies to lovers. And actually, they both go way back. They used to be friends when they were younger, but we start this series with one of them being considered a traitor from his country and being tracked down mainly to, pay his crimes. Obviously, as usually happens, there is a lot to unpack, okay? You're gonna find a bunch of plot twists, way more going on. It is a really interesting one. As I said, obviously it's Mid-Bang, so it's gonna be a tough one. I actually mentioned this series in day 5 of this series of video of 30 days of BL. So if you love stories with deep emotional connections and deep emotional development between the main couple, I truly recommend you go and check that video, because I'm giving other examples of actually Danmeis that broke me. Even though I love this series this much, I haven't finish it. It is 7 volumes and I still have the last 2 waiting for me, and this is because I went through a Danmei slump last year. Also happened during the same time that I have to put all my reading to rest due to work. So obviously right now, seriously, I cannot wait to go and end this series. I know it's gonna be really sad to let it go, but it's definitely one that you need to keep an eye on. And the next one was one of my favorites. I would say the best, my favorite and the best discovery I had during 2025. How well is reading this series, how it doesn't stop surprising you, and how amazing the main characters are. I'm talking about Ballad of Sword and Wine. Again, we have enemies to lovers, one of my favorite tropes here, and I pretty much can guess already that if you hear about this series, you only have heard good things, and let me tell you that is because of a reason. It is a really great Danmei. As I said, it's not only because the story is great, it's the way it is reading. Of course, you have a bunch of political plots going on. And thank God we have the map, okay? Because you can feel lost sometimes, like, okay, where this kingdom was, this city, just to place, you know, in the map, the different cities and how the main character, you know, like move around, go through different things. The maps helps a lot. But as I said, like the way is reading, it is really easy to follow. And this doesn't happen often. You know that the majority of us can agree that one of the things that shocked us the most when we started reading Danmei was actually the amount of information that you have to keep in mind while reading it, okay? We're talking here of an historical Danmei. So all the political plots, the different cities, the different countries, the different political parties, yada, 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 and all the family connections and everything going on is a lot. But it is really easy to follow, and I can tell you that once you start reading this, you're gonna be completely immersed on the story. Plus, oh my God, the main couple. So good. If you think you need to wait for them to get closer, my friend, let me tell you, that is gonna happen from volume 1. And how amazing it is. How amazing it is. Also, I have to give my huge shout out here to our main lead, which is Chao Chie. I haven't found a Danmei character that I love as much as I love Hua Chang. Okay, for me, Hua Chang is the man, the husband. Well, as soon as I got to meet Chao Chie, Hua Chang clearly needs to share that position with him, because this man is everything and more. The way he takes care of his loved one, the way he compromised, the way he always put the ones he loves before himself, and how amazing he is. Like in general, seriously, is really great. Also, the main character, it is, again, as it happened with Remnants of Felt, it is someone that is considered a big enemy in his country. However, he's gonna climb up the political career and he's gonna end up having a bunch of political influence and power. And what is interesting here is actually both of them share the same sadness, I will say, of how their country treats them, okay? Their country really mistreat them. One for being the son of a really big enemy from the country and a traitor, and the other for being the son of a really powerful family who supposedly it is a threat to the crown. As you can see, it is really political, but 100% I can recommend. I only read till volume 3. Again, happened the same with Remnants of Faith. I have to put it on red, so I will probably continue this series during 2026. And the next one, if you watch my videos or if you watch my reels, you already know what Danmei I'm gonna be talking about, because it has been my favorite one, not only from 2025, it's one of my top Danmeis at the moment, and it is obviously Case File Compendium. And actually, kudos to Case File Compendium, because it was specifically volume 5, the one that helped me stop going through my reading slump. I talk about Case File Compendium several times, and I can be talking about this series seriously forever, because there is a lot to be said. First of all, let me give you my advice if you're wondering or if you're thinking about start reading this series. Case File Compendium is coming with a bunch of trigger warnings, okay? It is a black flag BL, or what you could say a toxic yaoi. And yes, it is from Midbam. Again, so absolutely, you're gonna go through hell, my friend. Yes! Another tough one to go through. What can difference case file compendium from other mid-bone novels or other Danmeis in general is that it's really dark, okay, the trigger warnings are big time playing, okay, during this series. I can say that it's closer to what we can get from a Black Flag BL manga than other Danmeis. At least till today, from every Danmei I read, I haven't found another title that contain the same things that happen in Case File Compendium. So if you read erha and you weren't comfortable with how Chuwonen was treated, how we start the series, getting introduced to how Chuwonen was treated, please be far away from Case File Compendium because it is not for you. If you don't like Black Flag BL, this is not for you, okay? I used to read dark romance. I love Black Flag BLs. I already said this several times, and I absolutely love Case File Compendium. However, I have to say that from volume 2, everything gets way more toxic till we reach volume 5, which is the one I'm talking here, that actually things start getting better. There is a way more deep emotional development between the main character. I love them. I love Hee-chie so much. And thanks to this series, I could go back and enjoy my reading this year. For me, volume 6, the last one, has been the peak of 2025. I love it. Something that I was waiting since the beginning finally happened. I cried a lot as well, obviously, what a surprise, right? A mid-bang novel making you cry, wow, yes. But it was really, really amazing. Seriously, I cannot wait to have the next volume. Volume 7 is coming out at the end of January. I have the pre-order, but I know it's gonna arrive later. I don't know what is going on with the pre-orders with Amazon. I don't know if it's only me, but seriously, what a pain. Anyway, if you love dark romance and if you're not scared of trigger warnings like not only hate speech, homophobia, sexual assault, and non-con, a bunch of non-con, especially from the first volumes, this series is for you. And my last favorite of 2025, and actually was the last Danmei I read during 2025, was 300 Years of Longing. I'm gonna be honest here, I had zero expectations with this series, okay? I had it on my Kindle, I put it there, because actually reading the description, it wasn't giving me enough interest to start. However, I gave it a try, and all little I knew, it was gonna be great. It was gonna be great. At the beginning, I thought it was gonna be a transmigration story, but actually our main character went through amnesia. And I'm laughing because I was actually talking about amnesia in my last video. But it has sense here, okay? We're not gonna complain. The beginning, I have to say, is pretty slow, okay? You are just thrown there, okay, in the story with no information. So obviously, I was really confused at the beginning. I don't understand a shit. What is happening? Who is this guy? Who are these guys following him and calling him Lord? What is going on? As soon as the main lead appeared, to be honest, everything started to get interesting. I have to say, though, I don't think this Danmei, even though I have it on my favorite reads of 2025, I don't think, if I'm being completely honest with you, I don't think this is gonna be a 5-star, okay? It's not giving me 5-star at the moment. However, what I love is that, first of all, as soon as it got interesting, I was so invested on the story that I didn't realize that entire day went through, okay? I ate this book in one day. In one day, okay? And then also, while I was reading this story, I couldn't avoid thinking about Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. I was thinking about MDSS all the time. Like all the time, I was finding like similarities in some characters and some things that happen. I was like, oh, this reminds me of this part of Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. So obviously that's why as well I think I enjoyed that much. At the moment we only have one volume, and volume 2 is gonna be released in February if I'm not mistaken, so we'll see if he remains as a good read. For now, it was a great way of ending 2025. And now I will love to hear from you. Which was the Danmei that you loved the most during 2025? Which was that series that truly stuck to you till today and you can recommend every single time? Let me know in the comments. And as usual, I hope you're having an amazing day. Again, Happy New Year. All the love to all of you and yours during this 2026, and see you in the next video.